Shout out to everybody out there. Get ready for Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. I can't wait to see you in about 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. It was hot out here today. I need a little hydration. Put that lemon into the water. Let's decalcify that pineal. I don't care where you are. Good afternoon, morning, evening, night, no matter where you are in the world. Thank you so much for coming to the YouTube channel here with the Crypto Lifer. I'm so thirsty. Wow, excuse me. I didn't realize it was going to be that crazy. But shout out to everybody here on the live for Bitcoin. We're going to break it down for you, like we do every single Wednesday night, Sunday night, Wednesday night. What am I, out of my mind? Shout out to everybody here. Welcome. We're going to break it down like we do every single Sunday night for Bitcoin. And the weekly, saying there was a Wednesday because weekly, the W. I knew there was a W in there. And the weekly candle close. I'm gonna get sick. Oh my God. I think I gotta hang on the microphone right now. I'm too old for this. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I am gonna have to switch the mic to the right side. It's just what's gonna have to happen. Even if I don't love it, gonna have to swing that mic on over and, you know, we'll do it for a while. But shout out to everybody here. Let's take a look at what happened to Bitcoin and the weekly candle. Let's have some fun. Let's break it down like we do every single Sunday night. We're here for one thing and one thing only. That's Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. So if you're here with me Sunday night, I appreciate you. I care about you. I thank you. And I'm humbled by your coming back to the live stream. We're going to break it down for you like we do every single Sunday night and see if there's anything to come for the week. What levels did we hold? What levels did we break? Is it bearish? Is it bullish? What does the weekly close have for all of us? And that's what I want you to see. So, all right. And I want to know too, I would have done this by myself anyway here. So I'm still going. I bet you are. Do Tang, the crypto surfer. God bless you. Thank you for being here. Blessings on blessings. All right. I missed Notcoin. Big mistake. It's okay, man. There'll be many, 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 many coins. You missed nothing. You're the opportunity. So if you're the opportunity, how did you miss something? You couldn't have, because it missed you. You didn't miss it. Okay, remember that. Engine getting delisted? Really? That's kind of sad. Off what exchange, though? You know what I mean? I mean, that sounds weird. Live, laugh, love. I saw that. I was looking at an open house today, and that was written on the side of somewhere. It said live, laugh, love. Shout out to Ray Gutowski in the house. God bless you. Thank you for being here. Blessings on blessings. So let's take a look. Bitcoin opened at 68,507 and 67 cents. The high was $70,687. All right. And 56 cents. The low was 66,670 even. So we went to 66,670. And we would close at $67,765. Down $742 on the week. So in the entire week, we went up, we went down, but we end up being down $740, down 1.08% for Bitcoin. Candle red, big wicks to the downside. Major rejection at this key level here. And we could not get back above $69,000, which is this weekly support of resistance. However, we did close above 67.2. The area that I talked about. It'll be our second weekly candle closing above that level. It will be nice if we continue to move further to the upside. But this is tweezer tops. It's not the most bullish. We have a little tweezer bottom, somewhat, gives you a little bit of bullish scenario, but it's not the greatest. We will have to see what happens on this weekly close. And if we close below 67.2, I would only expect that we would come back down and test the old level here that I talk about every single day at 65.5, and then we can go down to 60,000 and we'll go from there, right? So those are the levels in the weekly, until we close above 67.2, I remain, optimistic for a bullish move further to the upside. Let's take a look at our 3-day chart, which is also somewhat bullish to me. Basically, next candle closes in two days to today, Junior. But it's still in a bit of a flag here, getting closer to the 21-day moving average. And, once in a flag, right? And chance it's in this kind of inverted, maybe some type of like complex inverted head and shoulder too over time. And a bit of almost a cup here in a handle that could break to the upside. Previous resistance was held as support. We'd like to see us stay above 66,867K on that 3-day. And then that takes us to the daily, right? Where we just, I just keep looking at this, and I looked at it like it was bullish on the weekend. They did a pretty good job of keeping Bitcoin sideways all weekend long, right? I mean, 67,720 was really what was it? It was there all Friday, like nowhere. So it's really gone for 3 days, just completely sideways. If you can look like, with some little range bound moves, but nothing too amazing. You get this length of this entire pole here, to me, is that next measured move out this flag, and that puts you somewhere at 79, almost $80,000 for Bitcoin. Again, we will have to break above these resistances. But let's look at the daily on the stochastics. It's resetting. It did get below the dotted line. I have seen just a little slump and a move here and a massive dump. But I'm a supportive resistance guy, and I've been sticking to it. And that's why I don't care how many indicators you use. If you're not a simple supportive resistance guy, I think you'll miss out on a lot of big gains in the market over time. All right. I'll learn the hard way, but again, I'm just telling you that from experience. You trade however you want, and you'll find your results as you go, right? But I'm telling you, I used to use every indicator in the world and go back and forth and miss out on simple support and resistance. And when I got back to the basics and built on those, things started to make more sense again. The clarity became obvious. It became clear what was going on. All right. And yeah. So just wanted to put that out there and let you know, I don't know. It takes time. And if you expect a fast understanding of this market, like immediately, you'll be pleasantly unsurprised. You'll be pissed. You know what I mean? Anyway, you won't even be surprised. You'll be annoyed. Anyway, we're oversold here on the daily. Give yourself time to learn technical analysis. Is all I'm saying. But and don't skip the obviously simple things that are the basis of traditional TA. I learned them. Then I thought, I'll go and do all this other fancy stuff, and then. Like one day Bitcoin would be retesting something like this, and the next move would be huge, and all I had to do was position myself right there, and I didn't. And I can't tell you how many times I saw that happen until I finally got in line. So I felt like TA puts you in line, and you'll be out of line until TA puts you in line, right? So anyway, back to that shoulder, head, right shoulder. We did break out. Beautiful move to the upside, hit the target and more. Now we're in the flag. If we close a daily candle below this level, no good. What are levels are we watching for? Well, we're watching the 8 hour. We're watching that 8 hour 200 MA, the 200 moving average on the 8 hour time frame. To me, clear as day here is somewhat of a descending triangle, right? Which to me is a known bearish pattern. You could even say it's in one right now if you skip that top notch. But let's see what happens here. Known to be a more bearish pattern, and then break to the downside, right? But if not, we might be able to break up. Some say, okay, that was just a crazy wick down. I feel like you're kind of omitting at this point, and you could say, well, we're still inside of a flag, and we're going to break out. But I'm sticking to the script. The only thing about this is it has a double bottom idea to it. 1, 2, buckle my, double bottom to the upside. So there's some mixed signals of possible bullishness. It doesn't look amazing, all right? Unless we break above the 200 SMA on the 8 hour, I wouldn't go head over heels bear. If we do close this candle below the 200 SMA, I would say we're going further to the downside, period. All right? That's exactly what I would be looking at and suggesting. So that's what I am looking at and suggesting. All right? Wait, what is he suggesting and looking at? What he's looking at and suggesting? 4 hour, same idea here, but the moving averages are getting tight. Every time I've seen the moving averages get this tight, on the 8 hour, on the 22 hour, right? Rounded 200 SMA, getting close. There's been an explosive move. I'm expecting a big move here for Bitcoin to the upside, but anything can happen. It is kind of a 50-50 pattern. But you could say even the base here, wick to wick. See these wicks to these wicks give you this length. And that just locally is just screaming 88,000, you know. So I see it like there you go, 71, 80,000, and this one to 88. So, and then that cup and handle, previous support is resistance. Can we get the move on the 22 to the upside? Brings me to the 4 hour time frame, which has basically just been in chop 2 as well. We'd like to see this chop end and have some type of movement here coming out of the 4 hour. We could omit this tip, I guess, and say, hey, well, we're in this wedge. But at the same time, I have to be prudent to the fact that it is somewhat of a descending triangle there on the 4 hour time frame. Just a known bearish pattern. But now, look, we even have a bullish indicator, and the 1 hour didn't dump like it should have. Like so many times, the 1 hour could have dumped on us. It did hit rejection, right? Why? How? Well, it got rejected by the 200 MA. Such an important signal that I use all the time. Rejections, bounces, confirmations. And there it is again. You can see it kind of double top there and then took it, then got wicked right back up. And that makes sense for, you know, Sunday night into Monday. I always tell my students, heavy volatility. I don't overtrade on Sunday night into Monday. It's just heavy. It's heavily volatile. It's crazy. There's a lot of, you know, and look at that kind of a shoulder, head, right shoulder there. Anyway, I see price action getting tighter inside of this little space. And most of the time, it will break to the downside. I do have to admit, these patterns 65% of the time are going to dump. But there's a chance we do break out. The moving averages and what I'm seeing. So here's the deal. You don't have to long a thing, right? You don't have to be a big shot and take a big risk unless the 1 hour could break above the 200 MA. If the 1 hour breaks above the 200 MA, it means the other time frames didn't lose theirs. And if we can get 1 or 2 candle closes on the 1 hour, I mean, that's going to spell a huge move for Bitcoin. So 1 hour is something we want to watch. We want to see if we can get back above that hump there and start to get our groove on, right? Or get our groove back like Stella did. That was horrible, sorry. But let's take a look here. You know, can we get back above this and stay above the 200 MA? We did it there. We got that nice spike to the upside all the way to 68.5, but only to get more resistance for Bitcoin. There's a moment where that lemon water there's just nothing better than it, man. I'm telling you. Shoulder, head, right shoulder too. That could take you down. 15-minute, got a little beat. And today we got the short squeeze for the 7. We topped out. 68.5 almost. Got the moves, then hopped all the way down on that crazy wick. I got stopped out with my stop loss and in profit. Thank you very much. But we didn't take the whole trade. And then we got this upward movement. And almost a head and shoulder here. So what do I see happening into tonight for Bitcoin? Well, it really has a lot to do with the 4 hour time frame, which still has downward price momentum. So if we took at that and if we looked at that, we would have to say we're likely to come further to the downside. Even if you did something like this or something like that, it does suggest to me that the 4 hour does have more downside, but it could curve and save us. My thing is this. Once we lose this key level, we'll lose it. We'll likely retest, and then you can short the gap, you know, to here for your first liquidity zone. You could even short the gap, keep shorting. If you lose the 200, you might bounce, but if you lose the 200 on the 4 hour, you continue short. So if we lose this level, we try to get back inside of what is now 67,000, 67.2, and then we start to drop. I mean, that would be a indication to open up a short right there. And then if we got lower than the 4 hour, I would continue to keep the short alive. The 4 hour 200. That's a really simple way to play Bitcoin, all right? If it does end up dumping, you're in for gains. If it ends up pumping, right? So the 4 hour will come down, boom, boom, boom. It goes tight, it gets tight. You never lose this 200 SMA. You never lose the trend line, right? Like this just kind of meanders and curves and you get tighter and tighter. Boom, you could, and so what you could do is just set it like, be like, I'll enter Bitcoin if it breaks back above 68,250 and then ride it to, let's say 71,250. I mean, which would be an amazing move for BTC. And you can see this is resistance, popped up, came back below, resistance, resistance, resistance. We break through this diagonal trend line. Boom, fireworks can occur here for Bitcoin. So if you're around these areas and you're looking to trade BTC, you're probably at the right place at the right time. And we're pretty close to something happening here for Bitcoin. So how would I take advantage of the move? What would I do here? And what is most likely? Well, it's a descending triangle that is telling me we're most likely to dump to the 200 SMA on the 4 hour. All right. If we were to lose that, you can open up, you can continue to short that. All right. One could even open up. Let's just say I want to look at the 1 hour. 7-minute battle. And that's a head and shoulder. That's a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder. I see that going further down. The 1 minute just lost the 200 and it barely retested it. See, it tried to get above it and couldn't again. So I just see this as more consolidation inside. So tonight I see consolidation inside the nose here like this. And when we come tomorrow, we're going to be ready to either for a breakout or a breakdown. Likely to break to the downside based on this pattern. It's a descending triangle. But I'm open-minded. I have seen Bitcoin break up out of a descending triangle a couple times in my life. And to throw another loop for you, this kind of resembles an Adam and Eve double bottom starting to form here for Bitcoin. So it's not all bad for BTC. There's still some hope here that we're going to go to moon all the way by tomorrow. No, but we are going to moon eventually, right? Once we break the 200 on the 1 hour, that's how things start to really, 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 really push. So we'll be looking for that too as well for BTC. Right now, I'm in a long that's set up on that 8 hour, and my other scalp long got taken out with a stop loss at break even. I'm not above break even in profit, but it was like, I don't know. I didn't even really look at it. I just dragged it up really quick. And then I remember when I was, watching my kids, I saw that the trade was gone. So I never even deep dived it, but I know that I got stopped out in profit, but it probably wasn't very like 60, 70 bucks, something like that. But hey, I didn't lose the the initial money that I had, and I'm still in the game, baby. So local resistance, Bitcoin breaks above 68.5 and the 1 hour 200 SMA, we open up longs and we go boom, boom, boom. Otherwise, it gets tighter, and it's less likely it dumps to the downside. It's like more likely it's going to dump, right? So anyway, who is here on the morning stream? We have any people coming on back, no matter what, on this beautiful, and a lot of kids starting the summertime off, right? All over the world here and here in America. I don't know how they do it everywhere else. They don't tell, like I've never really researched, like, how do they do the summer months for kids? Andrew G, hey brother, just wanted to pass a little love with the donation. I appreciate what you've taught me and what you continue to teach the Lifer crew. God bless. Shout out to Andrew G for the $19.99. That's amazing. Spilling all over here like a mess. Andrew, that's absolutely amazing. A $19 super chat goes a long way. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. And you can comment on the super chats now, which I find awesome. And then you can thumbs them up, and hit that lifer thing. Pretty cool, man. Thank you for that, man. God bless you. Everyone, if you want to be in the trading group, jump on in, go to cryptolifer.com and look at my brand, my website. It's awesome. You'll see you can unlock financial freedom by joining today. It'll bring you to a payment system you can unlock and then link right in to the Discord. But why? Why? Well, we gave you so many of the hottest setups in the last few weeks and exactly where to get in, such as Bonk, Pepe, ONDO, and the list goes on and on. Like, you name it, we did it. We gave you Not Coin inside the Adam and Eve double bottom with the little half thing at literally 0.06. The thing is blasting to the upside and continuing to rip faces off right now. And we teach you about new coins. We teach you how to find new coins. We break it down. We have so much fun there inside of that Discord. I believe it'll blow your mind, motivate you on days where you're just feeling down and don't think you got it. You will have it. I'll be in your back pocket every single day, rooting for you, pushing you, knowing that you and only you can change the way and your life is going in the trajectory of your life. If you want it bad enough, then it will change. You will change it, and you'll begin to make it happen. But you're gonna have to put one step in front of the other. Write down your plans, goals, and dreams, and then go after the small things. They're gonna add up to the big things over time. I believe you can do it. I did it, so I know anyone can. And I had a lot of doubt, and I didn't always believe, but now I know that all I had to do was believe, and now that's why I truly always do believe. You see? I get it now, but it took so long to understand that I was the power. It was always me, It wasn't the environment. Life didn't give me a bad hand, none of that stuff. Like, it was me. If I wanted it bad enough, I could have manifested it and made it happen. I just obviously didn't, or if I didn't realize how hard I was going to have to work for certain things. Once I took on the idea that you have to fall in love with the work, and if it goes well, so be it. If it doesn't, keep going. Like, you just fall in love with the work. And then, I'm lucky enough that, in the early stages of the love of my work, that people responded, and we're all here now together on the channel. So it just blows my mind, Dedication will eventually get you somewhere, and discipline. There's just no way you won't get somewhere in life. I'm telling you. I am telling you. I am living proof every single day, every moment of the day, that if you dedicate yourself to something and you just push every day, believe in it, and give it your all, like your true all, like to the point where everything in that universe, everything in our universe, in our world, God, everybody around you knows that you put it all in, everything you got, and you go all the way, baby. And if you're doing that, you're gonna pierce the veil. You're gonna go somewhere. You're gonna eventually break through. Shout out to people who are breaking through right now. How many people are breaking through right now? And some breakthrough in their life. Something was holding them back, but right now they're starting to break through. How many people are breaking through in technical analysis, starting to see things in TA they never saw, starting to get that next level thought, right? Love you, Sam. Thoughts on Arrow? I love Arrow. It's hot. Let's take a look at the charts. Notcoin looks like it could possibly continue. It got pretty slammed. Let's take a look at it on the bigger time frames. I mean, what a move, right? We even called these two little flags and saw the pump coming. It went well past the target, though. This thing is now up dang near, like what, a 4x or 5x? We're going to drop, like, conservatively to about a 4.5x. That's what you get here in crypto. That's what you get here on the channel. That's why I'm the crypto lifer, baby. Every single day on the mic, baby. Every day on that mic. All right. Blessings on blessings to everybody out here. Thank you so much for jumping on in and being a part of the live. We thank you and we appreciate you. All right. Sensitive Jibbo. Oh yeah, it's like, why is that? That's what I wanted to do. I don't want to fall. We went over that earlier today, right? Watch, I'll get it to fall right off, right in the middle. That's the only thing. Oh, I did, see? I'm a clown, man. No. I'll fix it in the nick of time. Sammy audio engineer, fix it in the nick of time there, man. Get it going there, Sammy. Hurry up and fix it, boy. Make sure the mic don't fall off there, boy. All right. I'm back on. The mic's back on. Life is back on. I didn't break the microphone. I almost did, though. Look at that ton coin, huh? And Sammy had you down there at 0.68. The guy's out of his mind. I don't know what he's doing drawing these cup and handles, these Adam and Eves. The guy's sick. He's a sicko. He's out of his mind. He's a freak with this chart. Well, that thing is, look at it. It's crazy. Look at Notcoin just breaking out. And that thing continues to take names and rip faces off the door, baby. Look at that thing. Anyway, what's in the store for Notcoin? Does it have more in the bag? Can it continue to the upside? Let's take a look and let technical analysis answer that question so freshly and so beautifully. So the 1 hour says yes. The 8 hour kind of has a lot of momentum away from the 21. Suggests it kind of has to come down, but I guess maybe could pump a little more. Doesn't have a lot of supervision. The bigger time frames, 4 4 hour could come back down here and check on there, but maybe not. Maybe, you know, maybe we go rogue, you know, but we should be coming back to that 4 hour 21. And then you can see that the 1 hour is back at the 21-day moving average as well, and starting to get tighter inside the zone. Now, we lose this 21. You're like, are we going lower? So I want to, you know, it looks like we could be double topping. All right. So yeah, we may get one more pump, but it may be lackluster. 15 minutes is looking interesting. Whenever I'm like, you know, looking for more on a very strong deep dive, I'm looking at these smaller time frames. I mean, that's what I had drawn, like it could possibly still break out for more. This coin's been hot. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the only, you know, if it gets the buzz. It's probably been the hottest coin for the last 5 to 10 days. And if you were on my channel, you knew all about it super early. No jokes aside. Banged on them. So if you were in my trading group, you knew about it earlier than most people. And we have proof of it because we got the charts to show you. You can type in not. I don't know if I typed it nah or not USDT. And other people also showing you not on that cup and handle, which is pretty crazy. And then I even mentioned it was like a new coin to go over. I don't know. I did the best I could to kind of keep you guys in the knot and talk about it. But like new coins to research, not coin, new link, Furies. This is on 5/17. Right? And look at that, not coin got hit isolated margins too. Just something, when you see that, it says, what's this new coin hitting isolated margins? What's going on? Right? And there I am giving to you again this chart here on the 17th. So that's when I started looking at it, on the 17th of May. Right. And I gave it to my trading group. And then we started to go over it a lot too here on the channel. And, you know, if it's hot, you're going to hear about it on the channel. It's just how the channel works. All right. Shout out to everybody here. G10 Joker, Sam, my man. Thoughts on Forta? Trying to see how it looks for good entry for long term. Been watching for years, and thanks for everything. Wife and I had our first kid a couple weeks ago. Hope all goes smooth and healthy for you guys coming up. Blessings. Thank you so much for looking out. Shout out to the first super chat on a live, number 1. Shout out to the $49 super chat, number 2. Unbelievable. $95 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing on a weekly candle close. And just thank you for all the love, support, and thank you so much. I pray too as well every single night that my wife and baby come out both healthy as all, and everything is. I still can't believe I'm having another child. It just doesn't even dawn on me that I'll be having my third child. It just hits me so hard. No, Sam, the hottest coin the last few days is People Coin. Nobody's talking about it. We looked at it. It's pumped. Thanks again for all you do, Sam. Having watched your channel with my wife. Can we get a look at People? We will take a look at People. Thank you. Shout out to Luke Seagroves. It's a cool name, Luke. We love you, and we appreciate you. And shout out to you and your wife. Hope you guys are having a wonderful time. Is it a girl? It is a girl, yes. Keep grinding, man. Nobody wants to work now, but you are blessed, man. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And nobody wants to work in the summer. They want to kick it and hang out all day long, right? Sam, do you desire a fourth child? Why do you ask me that so easily, so fast already? Can you please have a look at Slurf? Slurf's been getting beat up. And send in a super chat and TA for deep dives. You want me to go over a coin, everyone? Because there's just so many ask at one point. Let's take a look at that fan funding. Okay, he said $3K to invest on Coinbase. What coin would you put in? On Coinbase, I mean, I have looked at Forta with a lower market cap. I honestly like Aerodrome personally, but you got to do whatever makes you happy, man. I'm not a financial advisor. We are never going to tell you what to do with your money, man. Like, really, you know what I'm saying? I like Aero. I own Aero on Coinbase. That's the coin I like. Shout out to Oof. Shout out to Dude Tang, Crypto Surfer. Shout out to Bufflink. Falling Wedge on GFAL. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Stas. Cheers, Sammy. Is DIM finally right? We'll take a look at it. I don't know, man. I kind of think that project's down the, you know. But anyway, that's me. I mean, I'm wrong. Shout out to Andrew G. Passing donations. We appreciate that. We love you. We thank you. Shout out to Nick Ellegard in the house. Thoughts on Arrow? And just kind of the same I did in Nicole when we were talking about that. Shout out to Nicole for the 10th super chat on a live. We appreciate you. And shout out to Jeeton Joker in the house. So we'll take a look at Forta. We'll take a look at Arrow. And we will take a look at Gala. All right. Notcoin on ice for a split second there in Bitcoin at 67,680. Battling that 67,200 spot here. Going back and forth. Can we get back above the 200 on the 1 minute and get ourselves a bit of a scalp like just there? I don't take those scalps on Sunday night into Monday, but look at that. Look at what's even crazy though. Look at that. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, and we were off to the races. Pretty awesome, right? But again, we're still battling. We got to a high of 68,000 only to get resistance by cat ears. Cat ears is a known bearish pattern when you have twin peaks in a way, but kind of like, you know, this is more like a double top, but cat ears has more of a rounded top in the middle, which is the head of the cat. And the ears, and it looks exactly like cat ears. It's crazy, right? Anyway, but that's another pattern for another time. All right. And there's math at a $44 million market cap. Love your show. Absolutely. Any possible TA for Tucker? Thoughts for the project? I think Tucker could do numbers. I think they put a lot into the voice, you know, with some AI project. I think they do a lot, even though it's remedial and, you know, but the cartoon gets his message across, and I think it's interesting. And to me, that's going to likely propel that investment further to the upside, in my humble opinion. So I think it's only a matter of time, but I like what Tucker's doing. And I do think there's possibility for it still to this day. Yes, it's you know, if you got in super early, right, that was the time. What I like about this too is it makes you look at it differently. I like to look at Tucker on deck screener personally. Turbo also starting to kind of, you know, could slump, but making some type of a consolidated effort there. You never know. So you got Tucker on Sol. That's the one I'm looking at. Tucker Carlson. Tucker over there. Dookie Dukes. So it still went Sid's way, which I call Side's way, following Bitcoin pretty much, right? Market caps, you know, attempted to approach. Market caps attempted to approach the 100 million there. But market cap is attempting to approach 100 mil. It's getting tighter in the zone. And we all know once it breaks back above 0.8, 10, possibly 13, right? Now it has some, if Bitcoin takes the dump, this thing, you have to remember, everyone, like, you're at the whim of Bitcoin, even on some of these memes. Especially the bigger the market cap gets, the more they're susceptible to the market, right? But again, symmetrical triangle, see if it can break out and retest 8 and then ride on out. And that would be the best way to play this. You may miss out on an initial pump, but if you get back into a flag or a retest or something in this area, you have higher likelihood you're going to win because you're above this hardcore resistance you've been making, you know, since, you know, May, really. So we'll see what happens, but there is some pushback ideas here on Tucker, but I like it in the long run, and I think it's only a matter of time it gets back to these all-time highs and goes on a pretty cool run. All right. And I'd watch, you know, on this I would watch the news. If something big happens in the news where he gets some good light, it's going to pump, it could help to pump this coin for sure. All right. Okay, but thank you. God bless you, brother, for asking about Tucker. Now, if Tucker does break out, you got yourself your beautiful measured move to the upside, and suggest that we could go all the way somewhere to like 17, 18 cents for Tucker. All right, that would be your next level to take some profits. That would be like this leg up, that leg up, right? If we break above even, you know, we got to get back above 808 first to remain bullish. So we're not exactly where we want to be yet. It's going to take some time, in my humble opinion. And it is a meme, but it's a strong meme with a good following. And we've seen these things do damage in the past, and we know a couple of them are going to continue to do damage. We just want to see which one. All right. I appreciate you and what you do. Shout out to Dabby, Fat Stacks. We love you. We appreciate you. And we thank you so much for saying that. That's very nice of you. Shout out to you, Dabby. We appreciate you. We love you, and we thank you so much. Any thought? Love your show. Any possible? Yeah, so Tucker, man. Awesome. And I could be wrong. Tucker could go dump to 0. And what you don't want to see is Tucker lose this level at 6 cents and continue to, fall a little bit more. Maybe even double bottom back at 3. And remember, a lot of these things are memes. It could lose utility and dump, but I see Tucker continuing. They keep putting out, content, which is hilarious. So we'll see what happens with Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson. I'm Tucker Carlson. And shout out to the first super chat on a live stream. I love seeing that. I'm telling you right now, YouTube should give me an award for that. I get some of the first people to send super chats ever. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Let's take a look at Forta there for Jeet and Joker and see what's happening to Forta. Forta. And I remember Forta is on Coinbase. Let's take a look here. Yeah. Daily, remove the moving averages. So you can see Forta basically consolidated, had some jumps in the middle, but basically consolidated throughout this long bowl, right? And so we can clearly see like some resistance that support, and even right about there at this notch, some right there, bounce, resistance. That's going to be our main support here for Forta. Draw this line. It's getting really close to the line. You could say we had this spike out move. You got to just look at it the way you got to look at it. When you look at this, it's just somewhat bearish here. That's a symmetrical triangle, in my humble opinion, for Forta. It is oversold in the daily, I'll give it to you, and it could go either way. I've seen Coinbase plummet stocks, I've seen them pump, it all depends. Now, Forta could break back above this key level, boom, continue. These are, these symmetrical triangles could make or break you. They're 50-50. They can go either way. Like I said, I have seen them break down and I've seen them break up. So when I take a look at Forta, I see tight moving averages above the 200 SMA on the daily with low stochastics, which tells me we're on our way slowly for making a move. If you want to play it safe, you wait for Forta to break back above 31 cents and make some type of retest or flag back to its next target at 40 cents. All right. Wow, man, we got a lot of people here on the stream. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you so much for being here. May God bless each and every one of you. And you guys are givers, man. $115 in chat revenue, 300 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here, baby. Let's go. Weekly candle close. Gains on the weekend. Jump out of your seat. Get you going. Let's go, baby. And I got a list of coins I put out to the trading group throughout the weekend, too. Things that I'm doing. Allocations, things that I, consolidated into and that I'm buying, and I've been buying up. Even bought some Bitcoin today in front of the group, on that live stream this morning. Shout out to anyone that doubled up with me on both live streams. You're a warrior, you're a legend, you're amazing, especially on this June day. All right. First day of June, starting it up. And okay, let me just deep dive here. I appreciate the life for Krug. Andrew, thank you. Someone wants me to take a look at MSTR. So last time I looked at it was in this little flag here, like you could break up. It did that. Wow. Well above that, right? Then just continued to go to all-time highs, retest, and pump. Now this thing is in demand and they're printing money. So it has the best of both worlds going for it. So it boomed out for sure. Blasted above this resistance. And then blasted above the next one too, right? Just those two candles, and it wicked right to the area. You can break them a little higher, lower, but it looks to me, that previous resistance became our support bounce. There was a high volume node there, and we bounced off this key level here. Like that was a bit of a flag for Master. We still have resistance at 1779. But the weekly stochastics are super low. You know, it usually tells me, and we did get the bounce so far. So what does it tell me? And we're a little away for the 21. It tells me we may consolidate, but we're bullish. So I'd look for Master to do this MicroStrategy, MSTR. Very likely it consolidates here. And as Bitcoin gets legs up, and then when Bitcoin makes its huge move, which for whatever reason, this would say like beginning of August, then you can start to say MicroStrategy will begin to appreciate pretty heavily in value at that point. If it all depends too, if there's chip prices and things happen, I don't know. It's like, we could also propel Bitcoin mining and, companies that hold Bitcoin into more scarcity. And over time, I mean, he's going to win and become probably one of the richest people in the world. So I just see this consolidating and breaking out of this bull flag further to the upside for MicroStrategy. I could be wrong. Hold me to it. Take a picture. Let's come back to this and see what happens, weeks and weeks, maybe preferably like a year and a half from now. And that's how you should do it. You plop it down and you disappear for a couple of years. Come back to gains, if you do the right thing, do the right research and make it happen. So let's talk about GALA. GALA pumped, got slammed, pumped, and still got slammed. And to me, it's kind of in this, feels like it's going through a midlife crisis. You know what I mean? Like it was hot, then it wasn't. Now it doesn't know what to think. Now I heard The Rock and Mark Wahlberg, Sam, I told you, I got into this. I told you GALA was the best, Sammy. What are you worried about? I got into it and I'm doing it now. You can do it too. You can get into GALA, and today we can make a bunch of money with these gaming tokens, Sam. It doesn't matter. Let's do this. I'm a peacock, Sam. Fly like a peacock. I'll do it, Mark. I'll do it, Mark. So, GALA looks beautiful to me. I still own it. Cup and handle. Previous support is resistance. Oversold on that weekly time frame. Just take it its time. It could make a couple more weeks sideways price action, but over time, I do see it at 191. And, you're looking at 11-cent target for GALA. And nothing to write home about. Like, we need more fireworks than that to get back to basics, but I do see somewhat of a recovery here in the next few weeks here for GALA, one step at a time, right, when a coin's down like that. Shout out to Underground Crypto. Jumped into a swing trade on the near call. God bless you. GME on Solana is pumping. Thank you. Supposed to tell me about it before it's pumping. You get it? Not when it's pumping. We got to work on this stuff together. We can, though. I'm just joking. But it would be awesome. And there's GME on Sol at 88. Wow. I mean, when you said it was pumping, you weren't kidding, though. So I got to hand it to you. Nice, huge candles to the upside there. Taking vengeance. Coming back strong. And, pulled the fib, kind of, we made this long, gated, rounded bottom, and then bang. I think it could continue to rip. Let's take a look at the smaller time frames for the flags. I'd watch your 5-minute or 7 for some type of flag now. As, in the 24/7 markets that never ends, looking for some type of, exotic, It's an exotic coin, in my humble opinion. And why do I call it exotic? Because it came out of nowhere with the Roaring Kitty idea, and the next thing you know, this thing roared up again. But it's interesting. It's back at it again. It did Roaring Kitty tweet. Was there a tweet? I would look in to see if there's a tweet. If there's a tweet, something big is happening. All right. Wow, and I just think I see another super chat coming in here hot on the live. This is insanity. You people are just too nice. I can't believe this. $100 super chat from Keylor Country Music. He wrote us a little poem here, a little story. I don't know if I should sing it or say it, but here we go. He said, once upon a time, he helped those who sought. Bitcoin was bought. A whole new day arose. Lifers are the bros. If the only whole world knew, they would be here too. Sammy Cup and Handle always has the news. Positive vibes equals a positive life. Amen. Go lifers, man. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much for being here. We love you. We appreciate you. And that's the nicest thing you could have done. $100 super chat and wrote a bit of a rhyme here, as I'm a bit of a wordsmith and like to rhyme and write poetry too. Back in my day, that was all I did for a long time. So God bless you. Thank you so much. Blessings on blessings from Keylor Country Music. $100 super chat. Unbelievable. And then he drops the knowledge through rhyme. Started my YouTube channel because of you. Shout out to Underground Crypto. I hope you're doing well. God bless you, brother. Keep it moving. God bless you. I hope you do well. Put your all into it and truly believe in it. Dedicate yourself to it like it's a marriage. Like, you know, put everything you have into it and it can give you everything you have. But you got to give it everything you have. If you only give everything you have up into like a 70 and then pull back, it'll disappear to nothing. And then you'll still be exhausted because you gave a lot. So you got to go all the way. That's what I've learned about anything in life. You got to go all the way. Most people, they kind of get to like almost there and then it's like, eh. But if you decide that there's nothing going to stop you from going all the way, then you are. That's where you're going, all the way. You see? Watch this on the 15-minute. Put on the 21 SMA and look how this interacts with the white line. When it gets close, there could be a continuation move to the upside. You heard it here first. 15-minute, 21 SMA. Watch when it touches, make some type of pattern or flag and see what we got going on. Okay. I got a poem. When you're long, you're scared. When you feel like the pump, you realize you're a good. Sure. Don't be it. I don't even know, man. Anyway, where did you go for brunch, Sam? Just Station 400, man. Yeah, not a big deal. But I don't like to reveal my true whereabouts at times. You know what I mean? Sharing the love. Shout out to Dude Tang, man. You guys are hitting it up now. Now it's getting crazy. $229 in chat revenue. I can't make this stuff up. I can't make it up. You people are unbelievably nice and amazing. Blessings. So remember, we want to see what's going to happen to these altcoins, and we're watching Total 3 like a hawk. The weekly looks interesting. It's got legs. 3-day chart's starting to get that bend. We need it to flip. It's not amazing. Right now, it's got a lower high that could dump more. 22-hour and daily, you're in that oversold position. You're 22 hours breaking that 200 MA, which isn't the most bullish sign here for the altcoins. And you're 8 hours just, attempting to get back above it. And we're getting tighter inside this apex of the channel. So eventually, I'd say 8 to 32 hours at the most. Like, we're going to have to make a decision here for Bitcoin. It's coming pretty soon. And whenever I've seen the moving averages this tight, I've seen a move to the upside. However, you never know. Anything could happen. And I'm open-minded. So we'll see. If we lose this point of control, we're coming down to 628, billion. And then if we lose that stronghold at 600 billion, then we could drop even more. Is that likely? I think it's unlikely because all coins are crazy. But what I think matters nil. It's what the charts convey. So if we break this key level here at $670 billion, we start to consider we're going lower. And we're pretty much on the line right now on these time frames. Shout out to Rooster for the $20 super chat, paying it forward. God bless you. Thank you so much for the love. Shout out to Kai Rivero. May God bless all the lifers. Much love to you. God bless you, Kyle. Thank you so much for being here and kicking it with the lifer. I hope you're staying motivated, ready to go, working out. People say, Sam, how do you do it? How do you bring the energy every single day? How do you push forward every single... I got good people in my life. I have good experiences, and I cherish the moments. Right now is a moment. I have to cherish it. That's all I have. It's pretty simple to me. I stay in the present moment, and I don't think too far ahead, and I don't think about the past. I'm not saying I don't think about it. I do, but I attempt right now to be here with each and every one of you and not be in the past and be right here in this present moment in time. That's my true desire, so that's what happens too. What you desire will be the case. And if that's what you desire to happen, that's what will happen. All right. I do have a pocket square on, you just can't see it. There you go. There it is. My pocket square. But of course, my square is there. Anyway. Blessings on everybody here for being with me and kicking it. My name's Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer. We've been trading for 15 years. Started playing around with these charts and buying and selling certain things when I was 24 years old. I'm now 41. It's really been going on 16 to 17 years, which is crazy to me. But again, that's total 3. We're watching it really closely because we want to see these altcoins break back above resistance and get a big move further to the upside, break that level at 706 and see where we can go. All right. And then that will spell an altcoin movement, and that's altcoin season. When this breaks the resistance and starts to pump, that's alt season. I don't really like, there's other metrics we can weigh the line, but that's what I'm looking at for alt season. Bitcoin getting a little bit of a short squeeze here to 67,920. Let's take a look at what Bitcoin is up to here on a frisky Sunday night. And I'm telling you right now, I am bullish on a move to the upside on this daily. I look at the daily, unlike it's in a descending, it's in a flag. It's in a falling wedge flag, actually, which is this decent move here to the upside, which takes it all the way out of this pattern to a new all-time high at $75,000. An entry here with a stop loss. Let's just see here the way I would look at it. An entry here. I'm going all the way to 75K, really, which that's crazy, right? 75,000. Yeah, and I can still put the stop right there. You have 2 levels. If you break there, you're going through the VRVP, and you might come all the way down anyway. But so that's a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio with a stop at like 65.5. My key level of support and resistance on the weekly, and we closed above 67.2, which gives you some strength and some idea. And look, we haven't gone near or touched 65.5 in literally. Let's just say, look, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16 days. It's pretty amazing. All right. So small time frame, you want to see Bitcoin break back above this 200 out of this funky flag here. You want to see it happily get above these key levels and then break above this yellow line, the 200 MA. That's what we're looking for. We get that, we get the follow through, and then we can get above 68,004, 68,005, start to really get this story going. I'm in a long. I'm going to stay in my long. We'll see what happens. 15-minute, just kind of dolphin dip below that 200 and got back above it, showing signs of life in high-frequency moves here. Curving on the stochastics, too. Tell me we can get a move. Even right now, we break this resistance. There's some short squeezing to be had. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP. Link to BOOKMAP. I do get a commission if you sign up to BOOKMAP. It's a cheat code to the market. You can find out where liquidations are happening. You can see the account. You don't know who it is, but you can see how many accounts and the liquidations. You can watch what's happening up or below you and see where the liquidity is lying. If there's more liquidity, it's dark red. So there's just so much more liquidity below us, all the way from 64.5 up to 67,000. But we still have 69K too, and we have this area up here at about 73,360. Only time will tell. All right, but again, those are like fishing numbers that don't really matter. I see most of the liquidity below us here, further to the downside for Bitcoin. So it's looking like we are going further down, but you never know. So far, that's been the case, but we've been fighting it. Even after that wick, we got to bounce back up. I'll take this low, this high, that higher low, and see if we can get a little micro uptrend here and break this level, at least get to 68.4, and we'll talk about it. I'm like a one step at a time kind of guy when it comes to TA. I don't want to push it too fast, just one step at a time. If it's going to come, it's going to show me what I need. All right. Someone said, when is the Sarasota meetup happening? My wife is due soon, and someone is moving away, but I would like to have it, like, if I could, on like the 21st or 22nd of June. All right. But we haven't, it's going to take some time. Looks like it's going to end up being in July, just because that way I'll know for sure when my baby's born, when our baby is born, and everything would be kind of, back on for the. Anyway, can we get back above 67K, break this resistance? If we do, we likely keep moving. VRVP there, it's nice that we got back above that red line. It says we can continue through the wave and head to the value area highs there at 68,427. Remember, it's all about the moving averages and how you play with them. You stay above them on the 15, you look for the 1. Now you got to break the 1 hour. If you do that, then you're really bullish. And now you're looking for big things to start to really, really change. So remember, total market cap is important. Total 3 is super important. And Bitcoin on this weekly close. It's really it's what we want to do. And then tomorrow we go crazy with all coins on, But remember, it's Sunday night into Monday. It's heavily volatile. It's not the night to open up 100 trades and go crazy. You want to be careful. One step at a time, one day at a time, one moment at a time. Don't get caught up and overwhelmed with too much at once. It's okay. One step at a time over here. Looking at ONDO, look at my breakout this flag. To me, ONDO's headed to 165. And I can kind of see it the way the TA is forming and the way the blocks are and the strength of it. Before, it was telling me it was going to be the hottest coin. And we knew it down here at 76. And a lot of people were buying it way even lower than that. And I was too. I was DCAing. I've been buying this coin, but I bought a nice big position down here and here at 70, probably about 75, 76, and 77 for ONDO. I love that 77. So now you can see all the flags that I drew on the way up to the upside. But if you just look at ONDO now, even looking, it's in that same kind of pattern we're seeing before. A lot of times, this is kind of it's been in a nice run. It's a young kid that's been on quite a run. If you right, ONDO baby, just running. It's a young kid. It's a newer coin, but it has that old school presence because Coinbase had that institutional. Right off the bat, Coinbase has this institutional connection, and I was like, man, this thing is hot. Got to do numbers like tokenization of real world assets, like. The right way with the big boys. So when I see ONDO, I see, a coin that basically can't lose. And I could be wrong. Anything could happen, right? I'm not telling you that because, that's what I see. That's how I played it. Nothing has kind of the backing. It came out strong with a giant mark. ONDO was interesting. Look for that bullish resistance, that bullish retest for a continuation up to 163. And then we can really get this party started and ONDO can start to head up to possibly 2 beans. All right. 2 beans in my pocket. Made it happen. Look for this to continue and then hit that first resistance at about 146. Okay. Bang, 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 badoon, dong. All right. Wow, it's been an amazing week, too. I don't know how we did it. We did the weekly screen share. Multiple gains, multiple coins, multiple things in action, ONDO including. I see ONDO, there's a chance. You got those tight moving average for ONDO. Like, the way you look at it here, too, like, chance it could break out of this to the upside and start to make some gains. So there's a chance here that ONDO still makes fireworks, specifically breaks 140, then we're in for more usually. I need 30 days notice to get off of work. Wow, that's crazy. Agreed. I love that. Let me call your boss the day of and tell him what's up. You know what I mean? I'm like, I need my lifers, man, and I'm sorry. Like, you'll figure it out. It won't be the worst thing. You'll miss them when they're gone, and you'll want them back. So back to the fan funding here. Sarasota paying it forward. God bless you. Thank you for paying it forward, Rooster. You're the man. You didn't have to. And you people are unbelievably amazing. Unbelievably amazing. Wow, we had so many awesome people. Shout out to Oof, Dutang, Bufflink, Stas, Overcome, Andrew G, Ilya Sokolovsky. God bless you, man. Sharing my Casper Turbo, not gains, man. That's awesome. Casper Turbo, not gains. Wow, Casper had Turbo and not too? Oh, no, Turbo. I get Casper Turbo and not. Yeah. All those are awesome games, man. Love you, Sammy. Thoughts on Arrow? We'll take a look at Arrow. We got to look at Arrow, all right? Which I thought I looked at Arrow this morning, but maybe not. Shout out to Nicole K. Shout out to Jen Jeaton Joker. Shout out to Jabby Fat. Shout out to Kiko. Shout out to Underground Crypto. Shout out to Keeler Country. And shout out to Underground Crypto. Shout out to Drew Tang again, sharing the love. Wow. Shout out to Raquel Mina, hairdresser. Menina. Raquel Menina, hairdresser. Shout out to Rooster. And Underground Crypto. I own a local handyman company in Northport, but I service the Sarasota area. I will send an info with anything I could do for you. I got you. Been with you for over 2 years, man. God bless you. Thank you so much, brother. And there's always someone out there who's been a lifer that seems to be, it's amazing. Blessings on blessings. And we're getting a nice pump here for Bitcoin, everybody. I don't know if you can see it, but we're getting a nice move here. And we're back at action here at 68,200. Coming for this 1 hour. Looks like we could break this and get a continuation bump. The 1 hour breaks that 200 SMA. That's a bullish sign for a move here. And there we go, getting the breakout. The 7 minute getting back above the 200 SMA. This kind of double bottom working its way back to the upside. And we are grinding now. My long still down 41. I got into this a little early, but I'm still down on the long. But this is a long. But wow, what a move there. And look, started by the catalyst of the break above the what? The 200 SMA, made a little flag, opened up a flag. That would be gains. I usually would have taken gains on that. I didn't see it in time. Inverted head and shoulder, but I love trading the signal. It's such a great signal to trade. You break above the 200 MA on the 1 minute, boom. It gave you even 4 to 5 minutes. This one was beautiful because it gave you a few minutes to catch that flag further to the upside. You can take a look at how the 1 minute looked here. And what we had done was we had just broken the 200 SMA. But again, look how far away we go from the 21. That usually means we have to come back now. And it was just a massive short squeeze where selling would be a smart idea right there. But again, people do whatever they want. But this is big. I like what I'm seeing on the 1 hour. We just, as great as this pump is, we got to get above the 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame. We do that. We got some fireworks here. And we can continue all the way through the gap to 69,221, and then we'll go from there. But Bitcoin, baby, starting to get back in action, possibly getting some love here. And could we get some gains here for Bitcoin tonight? Only time will tell for BTC. Only time will tell. What do you think? Are you all in, baby? I like that this 1 hour wants to keep continuing. Break this 200, and then if we break the 200, I could see $1,000 move for Bitcoin pretty fast. All right. Right now, this is resistance. We keep hitting it. Can we get back above 68,250? It's the line. Like, look, it's just like resistance. It's just, it's been the one right now that's stopping us from getting to our next move. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing the last few weeks in crypto and in life? Just wondering when Sarah... Oh, yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Perfect. I need 30 days notice. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Spell token. Free JA, yeah. Caspa for the Caspa Maxis. 3 Much Crypto, we love you. Paying it forward feels so good, man. This is amazing. I can't believe you keep doing that. Now, I talked about where the sweet spot to get into Caspa was, and I made a whole video about it on my channel, like dedicated to Caspa. I think it got about 3,000 views. Could have done better, but it was more about the idea that we got it out there. And if you listen to it, it's pretty awesome. Pretty spot on. So I saw a bigger move coming out of this Casper flag here. And so far, so good. Casper did get a bit of the pump. I just repositioned it, but the same flag. No stop loss, so you can't say, But nice move for Casper. And it's back up. Look at that. Back up to 14.8, almost up to 15. I mean, that's a huge move for Casper. And the people that weren't hearing me when I'm screaming Caspa at 10 cents, I mean, that is a buy zone. I'm gobbling it up, talking about it, and I already own a bunch, and I'm still buying more. It's like, you think I'm sick, right? And Caspa continues. 68,260 for Bitcoin. Looks like we're coming back to 300. Bitcoin getting a nice move here. Loving it. 68,300. BTC getting the pump on the live stream here with the lifer where everyone else decides Sunday night's not worth it. We're here showing you where the money's at. Look at this massive, look at this little short squeeze getting down here. It's massive for a Sunday night for sure. That's awesome. But Casper breaking out. Clean breakout for Casper. Tight moving averages. Everything looking pretty good. Flower a little overbought, but everything looking pretty nice here. All right. 8 hours got momentum. Tight moving averages. That's what we want to see for Bitcoin. Next stop for Casper is 17 cents. And then we're not that far off from our all-time high, which is sitting at 18. So Casper, my baby, my sweetie, we've been in Casper. It's been like a 1.5 year long trade. When we eventually make our $500,000 or whatever off it, you're going to see that it took so dang long, and it was a dedication, and it was a see-through event, and it took a long time, and it was the type of trade that I've done before in a long period of time. But you've only done that when you've fallen into those before, and then you look back and see what you did, and then you're like, oh, I could do that again. So through trading long periods of time, you're able to learn more and then be able to replicate those ideas, like the cake trade and all these other different trades. And Casper has the cashbacks coming out. All these KRC20 tokens are getting people crazy. They're buying into them already because they want to get into them before people know about them, which is creating a punch in volume for Casper. And Casper's ecosystem is so amazing. It's so fast. It's so awesome. It's built something so robust. And with Rust coming out and all this other new, way to transact, and for Casper really to step its game up and make these new coins, that are going to be coming out. It's just this, I'm fascinated. So if you've been in Casper for a long time, you're getting rewarded now as we begin to build. All right. It's like Ethereum before it was built. Now you're getting all this stuff built. So much is coming. Watch this flag on the 1 hour time frame. Might come back. You'll likely come back to the 21 before you get your pump. See if you can retest and just not go any lower than these resistance levels here, where these two candles close, like right there, which is going to be about 14.44. Look at that, 144440 for whatever reason on the fours. I got an alert list, things that I'm looking at. I'll be firing charts out at you all days this week, and we'll be getting it in. So just be ready, be careful, and get your mind right to make some gains. We're going to have some fun. We're going to look at what is hot and what is not, and break it down every single day here on the channel. So 1 hour did the pump, got the break resistance by not only where these two candles closed, which was resistance, but also the 200 SMA. So it suffered from a double whammy here. Can we recover and continue to push? The stochastic suggests that we do have legs further here on the 15-minute. 7-minute is a bit spent and away from the 21, which tells me that it's likely to pull back a little bit here and not continue to the upside, but you never know. But anytime I've seen that, good golden cross there, though, on the 7. And the same here with the 1, starting to make, looks to me like, if it pumped out of this, so be it. But it looks like some type of bull flag that could go, further to the upside somewhere at about 685, 64. All right. That's what I'm watching for Bitcoin on the smaller time frames right now. Getting a golden cross, interact, touch the 21, and likely continue to pump here and get up to 68.5. Like it, would have see it here for BTC. And this is the type of stuff you get on the charts inside the trading group all the time. I'm updating, giving you guys ideas, getting you focused, keeping you disciplined. We know when CPA data is coming out, we talk about it, we get you ready, we get prepared. I go hard at other times, I pull back on other times because I can see where we are going, what's happening in the market. So I hope you got a lot out of tonight's live stream. We pumped a lot of data at you. We don't want to over bombard you. We'll be back for more. All right, but Bitcoin really, look, it's starting to try to really pump for more. Like, it doesn't care. The smaller time frames want to take over. Something extremely bullish is happening for Bitcoin. It looks like the inflows are going to be coming back in again. And this thing will get unattainable so fast and go back to 75, 77, 80K. To me, it's only a matter of time, all right, till you get on that Bitcoin train or you're left at the station. So, but you do whatever makes you happy. I can't force you to do anything, and I am not a financial advisor. BOOKMAP getting the short squeeze. It's vicious now. Look at that. It starts to bubble up, and it goes hard when it goes. Look at the massive candle there on the 1 minute time frame out this range flag. As we start to pump and continue, this thing is hungry for more. Wow. Beautiful short squeeze for Bitcoin. Shout out to everyone. We seem to get one every single time I'm live. And there we are again, Sunday night, short squeeze. Watch out for the volatility. It can come up or down, down or up. Just be careful for Sunday night into Monday. Worst day to begin to trade. Oh, I'm a beginner. I'm going to work on, that's like the worst night to learn how to trade. I mean, yes or no, you could learn so much. So it's the best nights to learn how to trade. But one of the, if you're ready to lose, why to learn, But if you know what I'm saying, it's the most vicious, volatile, up and down night. And you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to tackle the market today with all the new things that I've learned. Yay. You may have a bit of an issue. It may not go as planned. So that's all. A little bit of bearish div here. Swing down without swings up with the 1 minute suggests that maybe that's it. We might go more sideways for Bitcoin. Not making any really calls on Sunday night, but I like to see this 1 hour continue to pump. And the only call I will make is let's break above the 200 SMA now. The world is watching. Can Bitcoin break this and finally start its bigger move further to the upside? I remember it my whole life. Remember when I was watching that turquoise candle with Steven? Remember me and Steven? Well, look, I mean, could that continue? Stochastic suggested it can on the 1 hour, and you got a bullish engulfing candle. Things are starting to look up for BTC. We just need to close a 1 hour above the 200, that yellow line, and we are good to go. You can see how we got resistance. If you didn't use these moving averages, you'd be like, oh, we got resistance because of support or resistance or something. You wouldn't, but if you have, when you see the 200, you can clearly see we hit the 200 and we nailed it. Anyway, I love you all. I appreciate you. It's 9:22. I'm going to make a run for the hill. I'm going to jump on out of here for the night. But everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you so much for being here and getting the education that you deserve. Wow, more super chats coming in now. Hot, too. Insanity. Casper for the caps and Maxi, thank you. And paying it forward feels so good. God bless you all. Thank you for saying that. Take a look at our fan funding one more time. Get a bunch of coins dropped to me on Base Chain. Are you getting these as well? Have you looked into Dog and Me? I have looked at Dog. No, I looked at Dog and Me one time. We do get some free coins on Base, yes. But they're very small. Usually not a lot of money. So I haven't really cared too much about it. But I do. You can find out about new coins that way, which is interesting. And it'll put some new coins on your radar. So shout out to Underground Crypto. Shout out to Drew Tang. Shout out to 3 Much Crypto. Shout out to everybody here on the live. And everybody that chatted today and made the live what it was. Kyle Vero, Michael Christian Benitez. Shout out to my whole team. Everyone here that makes the show possible. The sound team. The audio department. The video department. The crew behind the scenes. My assistant Sean and everybody out there that makes it happen. Jamie on the Discord. My wife. Jay editing the videos. And man, my team is strong. So God bless my whole team. I love you. I thank you. And I appreciate you all for being here. I'll see you tomorrow morning as we break down Bitcoin from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And hopefully get our new, Monday short squeeze like we do at the beginning of the week a lot of times. But you never know. Knock on the rubber wood. We'll find out when that happens. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you so much for your viewership. Have a wonderful night. And may God bless each and every one of you. Amen.